Hey there and welcome to No Recipe Required. My name's Dave and today I've got a recipe for you for roasted potatoes. Now I've done some roasted potatoes on the site before. This version happens to be a lemon and rosemary roasted potato. Flavors that absolutely go awesome together. I'm going to show you how to take the potatoes, make sure they get nice and crispy on the outside, soft and tender on the inside, and obviously the flavors of rosemary, lemon, salt, and pepper. Absolutely perfect. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on our rosemary, lemon, roasted potatoes. What I've got here are little, red new potatoes. Obviously, you can do this with any potatoes, but I really like these small ones. I just, cut them up so that they are, still pretty big, but roughly the same size. And then I've got a pot of water here, and we're just going to blanch the potatoes off. This is room temperature water. Going to just bring it up to the boil, blanch them off until they're just barely tender, and then we're going to roast them. You can do this step, even up to the blanching, hours ahead of time, easily. Okay, so I just finished blanching my potatoes. They're just barely soft, which is exactly what I want. And then I want to stop the cooking process. So I've just got a little bit of cold water here. I'm going to drain them off. Dunking them in water works as well. Frankly, probably works a little bit better. But any way you want to get them cool quickly will work for you. Like I said, if you're doing this a couple hours ahead of time, once they're cool, just pop them in the fridge, and you're good to go. We're gonna come back and cook these off and do our roast, then our lemon and rosemary. Okay, let's keep going on our potatoes, rosemary lemon potatoes. I've got some olive oil in a good hot pan, and then I've got the potatoes that we blanched off. Now again, you can certainly do this ahead of time. You want to make sure the potatoes are dried off a little bit. That way you'll minimize the splattering. And I like to turn mine over so that the cut side is on the surface of the pan. I'm just going to let these go right on the stovetop for about 5 minutes or so. Get a nice golden brown crust on that one side. And then we will stick them in the oven for probably 20 minutes or so. Okay, after 7 or 8 minutes, you're going to see the potatoes getting nicely browned on that one side. So what we're going to do is just flip them over. The easiest thing to do is do one big flip, and then whatever doesn't turn, just come back around and flip that over. And then I'm going to stick this into a 400-degree oven. 415, anywhere around there is totally fine, for probably 15 minutes until the potato is nice and tender, as judged by our knife test. Okay, so I just pulled my potatoes out of the oven. Nice and soft in the center, crusty on the outside. Let's go ahead and finish them off. Okay, so here are my potatoes. I've got a nice aluminum bowl. I'm just going to dump them right in the bowl. And then do a little seasoning with salt and with fresh ground black pepper. I've got a little bit of my rosemary. I'm going to add that in. The heat from the potatoes will essentially just soften up that rosemary. A little bit of lemon zest, and then maybe a little more rosemary. Then just toss them together. These guys are ready to serve. Okay, so here are our potatoes. I've got rosemary and lemon on them. I'm happen to be serving mine with a nice roasted chicken here. Lost a potato. Don't worry about it, not a big deal. And it's absolutely perfect. I will see you next time on No Recipe Required.